Right, a couple of days ago, you saw our advert on how you can get started exporting made in Nigerian product to countries like made in Nigerian food product to countries like US, UK, Canada, and others. Yet, you are yet to sign up for the training. I'm guessing you have some questions you'd like us to address before you can decide if the training is going to be a good fit for you. I get you. Okay, so that's the purpose of this video. So I'm going to be walking you through the 5, 6 top questions we get about the training, so you can decide if the training is going to be a good fit for you. All right. So the first question we usually get is, how much do I need to start the business after the training? Simple. This is small scale export, and for this size of export, you are basically going to be selling to individuals. So you don't really need so much. Anything from 50,000 and below is just okay for you to get started, right? The second question we usually get is, do I need to have a registered business before I can get started exporting food products on a small scale? Again, the answer is no. You don't need to have a registered business. However, if you intend to go into export on a large scale, you will definitely need to register your company. You will definitely need a limited liability company when you want to scale up, right? Because you will need that to apply for your export license from the NPC, right? That's the Nigerian Export Promotion Council. So another question is, do I need to have an export license? As a small scale exporter of food products, you don't necessarily need to have an export license, but if you can, please do. And like I mentioned before, if you intend to go into export on a large scale, if you intend to scale up in the near future, you will definitely need to have an export license. But for a small scale exporter, you don't need to have an export license. And then another question you're going to be having, we have a lot, is after the training, will you help me to find markets? Will you help me to find buyers? Will you link me up to people abroad that can buy from me? Unfortunately, we don't offer that service at the moment. However, we are going to teach you how to find international buyers yourself. The same strategy as myself and my students are currently using to get customers are what we're going to reveal to you. Okay, so if you implement on what you're going to learn on how to find buyers, you will be able to get buyers in less than no time and be able to do your first export. So you don't need to worry about somebody giving you contacts of buyers like some other course creators do. They tell you they're going to give you buyers. At the end of the day, they give you link to Alibaba, Trade Key. They give you some crappy email addresses and telephone numbers that are not even ringing. So instead of deceiving people all in the name of giving them contact, why not we show you the best way you can do it? And that's what we are doing. That's what makes us different from others. We're going to show you how we are finding buyers for export and how you can do the same. Again, another question we could always have is, I don't have anybody abroad, so how am I going to be able to do this export business? Like I said, you don't need to have anybody abroad because we're going to teach you how to find buyers. And like we said before, these buyers are going to pay for your product and they're going to pay for the shipping of their products. So you don't need to know anybody abroad. Again, another question here is the training a physical training or an online training? I've kind of talked about this, but then it's an online training, all right? It's not a physical training. We don't offer physical training at the moment, maybe in the future, but for now, we only deal with online training, and it's a recorded video training. Okay, so we have the training hosted, we have videos already, and once you register, we give you access to the training materials on our Telegram group, and you can start learning immediately. However, for our mentorship group, where we provide further training and guidance, we do all of that using Zoom. All right. And then finally, the seventh question we're going to take is, how long is the training? Now, the training itself, the core export training, mini export training, can take you about 4 hours to complete. However, you don't need to sit down for 4 hours learning, right? So you can go through the materials at your own pace, okay? So if you can devote 30 minutes per day in a space of 1 week, you should be done with the main export training, and then probably you'll be taking some some of the information on the mentorship group, you will now have to go through them as the need arises. All right. So this is basically some top questions we get about the export training. So what I will encourage you to do right now is, if you don't have any question, go ahead and register. If you do, drop us your question in the comment section. I'm going to address your questions, okay? But if you don't, go ahead, click on the Learn More button, register for the training, send us a proof of payment, and get started learning.